Hey guys, it's Burgers here, and in this video I want to talk about do you actually need a farm. Now, this is really strange topic because we all know the benefits of having a farm. This extra gold or maybe woods, and you cannot send mana. You cannot send mana, but definitely having a farm giving you some resources. And you're going to need resources everywhere. Basically everything here is resources, even the training. But how important is the resources? It's very important. There is no question. But if you want to use resources in the healing, well, this is a big pain. Look at this: 18 million, 12 million, 23 million, 10 million mana, and this is just for 250 troops. So resources is not so, how to say it, because I get this opinion that when you're in alliance war, farms are helping you with resources, but how many resources you're going to gather from this farm to actually heal all these troops? But anyway, we're going to focus on the development. And as a player who actually started with no farm, I didn't know that I need farm, and most of the players actually come from Rise of Kingdom, and they're used to have a farm there. So everybody was having a farm. Only your boy Burgers didn't have a farm. And to be honest, only two times, season 1, season 2, season 1 plus, and currently we're in the season 2, I didn't struggle from resources. Now, yes, I'm low spender. I have to mention that. I'm low spender. I'm getting these bundles daily. Daily bundle. I think almost every day I get the daily bundle. There is nothing better from the free tokens of the hero you want to level up. And also I have the monthly package. This is the two things I actually buy from the game. So far, by doing this, and at the beginning I actually didn't buy every daily deal. I mean, I buy like every 3 days one. So yeah, I still count this daily deal because you get some resources here. So yeah, let's be honest here, you get some resources, and you get some resources from the monthly package. So yeah, so far I have some resources coming from my bundles and coming from this monthly subscription, but two times in my whole gameplay, which is I'll tell you how many times I get my 187 days gameplay, I struggle with resources. Now maybe for the free-to-play players it would be good to have a farm, maybe, even though they can survive with having no farm. Just they have to join in the good alliance where, well, let's say you get pretty nice chests and basically great activity. This activity are going to bring a lot of extra rewards from Behemoths, from gates, from what was the name of this thing, Augustone. Yeah, all these things is extra resources if you're in the right alliance, of course. So yeah, about the farm, my honest answer is you don't need it. You don't need it if you're a low spender. You don't need it if you're mid spender. You don't need it if you're well. If you're well, you basically don't need nobody. No, joke aside, you definitely need a great lance, because no well, no Kraken. We already see this scenario with Nephisto. No well, no Kraken actually can defeat enemy by the support of the lance. But for the free-to-play players, I think maybe the farm there can be a good idea. But still, I still think they can manage to overcome the resources for buildings. Because let's be honest, the building is, there is a couple buildings that's expensive. Starting with this one. Yeah, the Shaman Hunt is expensive building that have less time. I mean, from level 23 to level 24 is like 1 day or 2 days and request a lot of resources. The other expensive building is Land Center. Of course, Winter Draw is expensive. WoW is also expensive, and that's it, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and the mana wells. Mana wells is also expensive, very expensive. And that's it. All these 4, 5, maybe 6 buildings is actually expensive, and you have to save some resources in advance. But all the other buildings is actually not so expensive. And there is one thing, like the expensive the building is, the less time cost to actually build this building. So if we go, for example, for the hospitals, they are very expensive, but they're built very fast. If we go for example, for tower sentry post, I want to level up this thing. It's like 500,000 from everything, and it's 6 days. Now for 6 days, you'll gather over maybe 30-40 million if you send your troops to gather. So you get the time that you need till these buildings, this is just example, till this building is get built, you'll be able to build some expensive building. If, for example, we're going for the hospital, start building the hospital for 2 days, you're going to have you get the idea. It's just you go for less expensive to expensive building, and you go like this. So in general, yeah, you don't need a farm, maybe for the goblin market, but still, even in the goblin market, I buy everything from the day one till this day. When I see something with resources, it can be other resources buying with your resources, or speed ups, or even this what was the name, even the medals. Look at this, 644. All this is mostly is bought from the goblin market, also from the VIP shop. Every week you're going to be provided with things you can buy with resources, and this is mostly CP, minutes, speed ups. This thing also legendary medals, I think is 400,000, something like this. But yeah, you get the idea. Definitely there is a lot of places that you can spend your resources, but to create a farm for these resources, I think is pointless, because you don't need that much resources. And yeah, to have a farm is good, but this take your time. I mean, if you're like me and you want to just play with your castle and you don't want to care about other things, definitely having a farm is huge distraction, in my opinion. Every time you switch your farm to send your heroes to gather, you basically lose your focus. For example, you do some work and you have to switch to put your farmers to farm, and go back in reality, you're distracted for like 5 minutes. And this is from science. I mean, every time you do something and you focus it, you switch to something else to go on the flow of what you're doing. It's going to cost some time. Also, is extra carrying. Is my farm is going to be attacked? Teleportation, researches and stuff like this. I mean, it will not cost you the time you spent on your main castle, but it will cost you time. So here the question is, do you want to spend more time for extra resources? Because only resources you can actually send. You cannot send speed ups, gems, or stuff like this. So if you want to spend more time for extra resources. And personally, since as a person who the resources didn't affect his development, I don't think you actually need a farm. Now, many people are going to write in the comments, but yeah, we all know the benefits from the pair. We all know the benefits from this to have a farm, but do you actually need it? I don't think you need it. So yeah, I guess this will be for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, hit one like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.